Obviously, there's no voter fraud. Trump finally concedes, and his supporters remain being deranged lunatics. All of this on today's episode of the Marquita Show podcast. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode, the Marquita Show podcast, a podcast where I talk about everything from politics to pop culture and everything in between. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for post notifications so you get notified every single time that I post. Why wouldn't you? Of course, because you enjoy these videos and I enjoy talking to you guys, and it is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing that we do together. As always, it's glad to be back. I missed a couple of days, guys. Sorry. But yeah, sometimes I take like little, not breaks, but you know, life happens. Whatever. But in today's episode, I want to talk about everything that has been going on for the past week surrounding this election. Of course, the investigation into voter fraud, Trump finally conceding, and for some reason, the right has been painted as these deranged lunatics running around here. So I want to address all of that. Let's start with the voter fraud issue. Now, when I think of voter fraud and what happened during the 2020 presidential election, of course, I'm upset that my candidate did not win. And there's a lot of us. Matter of fact, there's like 73 million plus people that are upset and are claiming that, you know, something went on in the election. Now, I have come to a realization, not saying that it's over, but I'm gonna say that fraud did not steal the election, hate did. And what I mean by that is that the media, as always, really just painted this horrible picture. They painted this horrible image of a man who was a racist, a bigot, a homophobe, a xenophobe, anything you can think of. He was Hitler. A lot of people called him that. They called him this fascist. Every name in the book they threw at this man to tarnish his reputation, to tarnish his character. It didn't matter what he did. And unfortunately, a lot of people played into that narrative, and they were trained, they were conditioned to hate on several occasions. I have asked Biden supporters why they support Biden, but they never said why they supported Biden, only that they hated Trump. So we can take that and know that there was no widespread love for Biden. It was just widespread hate for Trump. And it is sad that we live in a world that embodies so much hate. What does that say about us as Americans? What does it say about as for people that call themselves Christians? You're supposed to love. And there was no love to be found when it came to President Trump. The media was biased. They painted the picture, and people fell for it. Unfortunately, a lot more people fell for the hate than they did to try to actually look at the guy's policies, look what he's doing for America. And even if you ask, I challenge you, go find a Democrat or go find someone on the left and ask them, why do they support Biden? If they can give you any other answer besides that, well, we hate Trump, please tell me what it is. Let me know in the comments, because I have yet to be able to ask somebody and they give me a legit answer, such as a policy, such as just anything that doesn't have to do with Trump. It's like, that's the only thing. That was the only goal. So voter fraud didn't steal this election. Hate did. People love to hate. Unfortunately, that's what happened. I hate to say it, but yeah, people rally amongst hate. Some of the biggest situations that we dealt with stem for mass hate. A group just spewing hate. Unfortunately, that's how it works. The love is so fake, but the hate is so real. Like, it is ridiculous. Trump finally not concedes, but he allows Biden's team, Emily Murphy, I think is her name. She is an administrator over general services. She came out and announced that Biden will be given access to certain information, certain funds, so that he can begin his transition process. So this is in no way Trump conceding. Of course, the media will paint it that way. They're saying he's losing a lot of his court cases, and now he's conceding. He's giving up. He knows he's lost. But if you go on Twitter, he reaffirms that, they're allowing them to transition, but this is in no way, shape, or form giving up on the lawsuits. But again, the media will paint it that way. You gotta love the media. The media has played such a huge role in this election. I just wish they go away. But actually, no, I don't. I actually can't wait to see how they treat Biden's administration. They're going to handle him with kitty gloves. They're not going to shoot him real questions. If he messes up, I'm just interested to see what they're going to do. Are they going to call him out on his BS? Because he's going to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. He's bound to make mistakes. He talked about the lockdown again. I don't know if he's really going to implement a lockdown or not, being that right now a lot of people are anti-lockdown, even people on the left. So he probably won't do it. He got big wigs around him. Speaking of big wigs around him, let's talk about his administration, who he's appointing to certain positions. It's like he's not going based on, and this is how he picked Kamala Harris. It wasn't about whether you're qualified. It was the look. So he's going through and he's picking a lot of different demographics. It doesn't matter whether they're good for the job or they can do the job or they're the best at it. It's the fact that, we get the first Latino this, we get the first black that, we get the first woman that. So he's just about filling these positions. Again, identity politics. The left loves to play identity politics. Just go look up some of the people in this cabinet. If you read stories, of course, it's going to be, the first female this, the first female treasurer, the first Latino this. And then now he's creating positions to show that he's going to uphold some of the things he talked about when it came to climate control. I think John Kerry, he's being named as the climate czar or some strange thing. I was like, I didn't even know John Kerry was into climate like that. But anyway, he got appointed positions, and I'm seeing a lot of his friends, just like before, are being appointed to positions. He's just trying to look good. He doesn't really matter if you know how to do the job or if you're qualified. It just looks nice on paper, right? Let's give our friends jobs. And it's probably a lot of people that helped him get to where he is. And so he's just filling his cabinet with people that, he owes favors to. Let me not say that because it's putting out lies, but it's not confirmed. But I'm just saying that's what it looks like that he's doing. Lastly, what I want to talk about and what I am very saddened by, and again, it's the media attack. Anything that goes against their narrative, they attack. Now they're saying that Trump supporters, unfortunately, people on the right have been silenced. I've been a victim of it. I've had people tell me that my stuff has been shadow banned and it's not being promoted, and all types of craziness has been going on when it comes to social media and being able to speak your mind. Well, since Facebook and Twitter has decided they want to, pretty much censor the right, we can't really get anything out. Everything is fake news. Everything is wrong that we say. So the app Parler has been doing really, really great. Fox News, I think their views have been declining, and they're struggling to gain their rank back. But I think someone said CNN is struggling as well because people are moving away from those mainstream media, legacy media outlets for their news. Because after this election, honestly, a lot of people have lost trust. They report on what they want to report. Their opinions have now become facts. There's clear bias in the media. It's sad. Let me know if you've seen it, because I don't know if I'm the only one, but if you've seen the clear bias in the media, let me know down below what station you watch. Where did you see the bias? What news source did you see the bias from the most? So just let me know in the comments below. But anyway, so they've kind of kicked out people on the right when it came to their ideas. And so Parler came up. Parler has been doing really, really well. A lot of conservatives have been moving to Parler. Now, what Parler is it's not a conservative. I hate to say conservative, but a lot of conservative people are moving to the platform. It's more of a free speech. You're allowed to speak your mind. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they censor, they block, they take down posts, they're fact checking, but it's supposed to be a place where you express yourself, where you talk about what you want to talk about with your friends, but unfortunately it gets censored. Doesn't sound very free to me. So the platform Parler is more free speech. So you see people on the left screaming, oh, this is a threat to democracy. They're just allowing conspiracy theories to run rampant. I think there was a whole article on Politico saying that Parler is the death to our democracy, when it's actually not. It was like we weren't allowed to speak on these platforms, so capitalism saw a market. And they capitalized on it. They created a free speech outlet. And honestly, and I hate to say it, but I know it's going to gain such popularity that they're going to start slapping restrictions on there. That's just how they always do. Even though Facebook and Twitter, they get away with their biases. It's ridiculous. But anyway, they have literally been attacking this platform. If you are not on that platform, make sure to get on there. I'm on there at the Marquita Show. Make sure to follow me. I'll follow you back. And yeah, let's get to talk. We get free speech, no censored. I try my best to put out verified only news, but a couple of my opinions, you'll know it's my opinion because I'll tell you it's my opinion and it's not fact. With the news, they'll tell you an opinion and they want you to assume it's fact, but that's not right. But yeah, they're really attacking them and I hate that. But anyway, if you want to talk about any of the things that I talk about, let me know in the comments what you think. We talked about President Trump conceding. How do you feel about that? We talked about Biden and his administration. How do you feel about the people that he's nominated? How do you feel about voter fraud? What do you think about that? Anything down below, and of course I'll be down there with you guys chatting it up. All right, as always, you know I love you. One vibe, one tribe. Deuces.